Release creates room for rest. Rest creates room for clarity. And clarity, it creates room for peace. Welcome to Flourish, the podcast for faith-driven mompreneurs who are ready to release overwhelm, create sustainable, healthy habits, and build purpose-driven businesses aligned with their faith, family, and vision. I'm Stephanie Book, a transformational mindset, wellness, and business coach. I'm here to equip you with the tools, mindset shifts, and encouragement to help you flourish. If you're ready to grow a thriving life and business while staying aligned with your faith, purpose, and priorities, you're in the right place. You are worthy and capable of living a full and flourishing life. Success isn't just possible, it's meant for you. Let's dive in. Hey there, and welcome to the Flourish podcast. My name is Stephanie, and I am so glad that you are here. You know, December is beautiful, it's meaningful, and let's face it, it's very full. When life feels full, we don't want extra complication, we don't need extensive routines, or even brand new systems. We just need simple rhythms, ways that help us stay grounded, helps us stay present, and help us align with God. We don't want to miss the magic and the beauty and the things that we can remember in this season because we're overloaded. So today I wanted to share a few simple rhythms that I use in busy seasons to help me get through it. They're simple, they're doable, and they help you keep your heart steady even when your count isn't so steady and it's overflowing. Because I know all of us are facing that. And so first of all, I just want to congratulate you for even taking a few moments to listen to this podcast. I hope that it will be something that will help you to really step into the rest of this month and the rest of 2025 and help you find that rhythm that brings that peace, that brings the simplicity that you need for so much that is with all the chaos that is going around us. So what I'm going to share today is not meant to add more to your plate, but it's really to help you support and help you stay connected to God, your purpose, and to your peace. So let's dive in and look at these three rhythms. So the first one is a 5-minute morning pause. Okay, we all have 5 minutes, right? I know some mornings feel really rushed, especially in December. We've had late nights, or we've had extra concerts, or we've been doing extra shopping, or the parties, or the preparation, all those things that keep us busy. And sometimes getting up the next day, it just feels tired, right? Maybe we didn't get enough sleep. Maybe sometimes we even fall off of our rhythms for health because we're not maybe getting enough sleep or fueling our body well. And the busyness, we forget to eat or we forget to drink our water, or we're not taking care of ourselves. And so I want to help you give this simple 5 minutes. Like I said, we all have 5 minutes that we can give to ourselves. If you are not able to take 5 minutes for yourself, then right here, I'm going to challenge you that you are worth it. You are worth taking those 5 minutes to do this for yourself. So, but this is going to be a 5-minute pause that can help really shift your whole day, prepare you for the whole day. So, okay, you ready? It's so simple. First, now this might be hard. Sit still for 1 minute. Right, 1 minute, okay? So, whether you do this before you leave your bed, I don't really care. I mean, if you're going to fall back asleep, then don't do it there. But just take 1 moment, close your eyes, release, no sounds, nothing there, and just pause for 1 moment. Okay, 1 minute. Okay. Then talk to the Lord and just say, lead me in my thoughts and direct my steps today. Invite him into your day. Just say, God, this is the start of my day. I invite you in. I honestly usually do this before I even get out of bed. I kind of give myself a moment to wake up, and then I will invite him into my day before I step out of bed, before I put on my Glorify app that I've been going through, anything, and just invite him in. And then ask him, what is one thing that truly matters today? So that's a very simple, in that short minute or two, you can do that. And then do one thing that will help set yourself up for the rest of the day. Maybe open up your Bible app and read that, or listen to the Glorify app like I'm doing. Maybe write down a few thoughts in your journal, or write one sentence of gratitude. find something simple. You don't have to do all of them, but find something that you can do every day that gives you that 5 minutes of preparation. Now, I hope that you spend some time with the Lord every day, that you spend time in His Word and praying and journaling and things like that. But if you're not in a practice of doing that at all, you can give yourself this 5 minutes time in the morning to surround yourself with the right intention for the day. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to be intentional. A grounded morning leads to more grounded decisions, more grounded emotions, and even leadership as you move through your life. So I encourage you highly to take 5 minutes. So when your morning starts, start with God. So you're not scrambling for peace later. You're carrying Him with you as you go through the day. So have a 5-minute reset for the morning. Rhythm number 2, get it? It's a midday reset. This rhythm reset, this time of reset is really my favorite. It works great for moms or entrepreneurs, busy women, whoever you are. We're all in a full season, so it's going to work for all of you. But at some point in the day, maybe lunchtime or maybe just a little bit after lunchtime, pause and ask, talk to the Lord. Say, what's pulling my mind away from peace? What is something that's going on that is pulling you away from your intention from the morning? What have you said yes to today that God never asked you? That's a big one, right? Where are you stepping in that you don't need to be, or God's not putting that on your plate? And where do I need to realign my focus? It's crazy. We're busy. We have a lot going on in our lives. And so our intentions are great in the morning. But when we have this midday reset, it allows us to take a few moments of pause, remember that we invited God in, and then ask Him, okay, how am I doing with this? What do I need to release? What am I holding on to that I don't need to be? Where do I need to realign my focus? This one simple reset might be as simple as maybe closing some of those tabs on your computer, clearing your workspace. Maybe if it's warm enough and you don't mind the cold, take a walk or write the next step on a sticky note and breathe. It doesn't have to be a huge time, just a few minutes of removing yourself from where you are and kind of reset the mid part of your day. So it recenters your heart and just helps you focus as you walk through the rest of the day. So even if it's just a few minutes, 5 minutes, you don't need to take a lot of time for this reset. Sometimes just even walking away from your space, your computer, whatever it is that you're doing, spend a moment inviting God back into your day, talking to Him. That reset is going to make a huge difference. And you're going to be able to be realigned, back focused on what your intention was for the morning to move through the rest of the day. So you don't need a ton of time, or you just need maybe 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, and a reset can give you that. So make it a promise to yourself that you can start trying to have that midday reset. And then the last one, I bet you're guessing it by now, the evening reset. At night, our minds get really loud. I don't know about you, but we replay the conversations, the to-do lists, the things that we didn't get done, the regrets, the things that we're worried about for tomorrow. So doing a simple evening release, this can really help. This can help us let go of the things that we are trying to hold on to and move toward a good night's sleep. So write down maybe the things that you're carrying and then hand it all over to God in prayer. And then thank God for carrying you through what you didn't have to do, or thanking Him for taking that burden away from you to do that. This way you're not falling asleep in overwhelm, and you're falling asleep in trust and knowing that He's got you. This release at night, it creates room for rest. It clears your mind. It helps you step away from the overwhelm or those responsibilities that you didn't complete, and it opens up more clarity, and that clarity brings room for peace, right? So this is not something that is new to you. If you've listened to me at all, we know that the rhythms are making a difference. And I used to talk about more tasks or goals or specific systems. And I think that there are systems that are needed to be able to have things flow well a lot of the time. But sometimes systems are more rigid and rhythm is more of a flow, right? It allows us to ebb and flow with the seasons that we're in. It allows us to know that some days we'll have a longer period of time to uh, focus on certain things, and other days we might need to scale it back. But if we have a small, simple rhythm that we can do to help us, start that morning well, do a reset and then a release, it's going to give us such a big difference in how we approach our day. Those few minutes, like I'm talking about, 5 minutes in the morning, 3 to 5 in the afternoon, and maybe 5 minutes at night. So less than 15 minutes to make sure that you have more peace in your day, that you feel more grounded, that you feel more aligned, that you've invited the Lord in and then in again as we've been busy and we've pushed him out, not on purpose. We're not doing it on purpose, but that's what happens, right? Our lives fill up. So I challenge you to be able to really start implementing this today. Now, a lot of times I say like one baby step at a time. And so maybe doing all 3 rhythms of reset might be, you feel like, oh, it's too much for me right now. I challenge you that you can do that. You can give yourself 15 minutes or less to do that. If you need to start and do a minute, and a minute, I don't care. But making this part of your rhythm as your day, you will feel lighter. You will feel more clear. You'll be more connected to what God is saying, where he's leading, and it just will feel better. Rhythms aren't fancy. They're not complicated. I mean, some music rhythms are a little bit complicated, but for the most part, a rhythm is a rhythm. It keeps you anchored into what matters most. So I highly recommend that you establish a rhythm, find a way that you can connect with the Lord in the morning, in the afternoon, and then in the evening, even for just a few minutes, inviting him into your day, not only inviting him in, but then asking how you can step in and serve him well. Resetting in the afternoon and saying, okay, this is what my intention was for the day. Where am I straying off from that? What is coming at me that maybe I need to release, or maybe I need to set aside, or maybe you need to invite God back in because you've been trying to do the last however many hours on your own, and you're like, okay, back to intention and inviting the Lord back into your day. And then at the end, looking over the day, being in gratitude for the things that God has carried you through. What are you holding on to that is causing you tension in your body and feeling like you're not able to move on? Those are the times where you need to release that. And I don't like to say need, but it's really important that you do this, because holding on to all those things, it's going to disturb your sleep. Your mind is definitely more active than you think it is. And so there's all those different talks about what you can do to prepare yourself for a night's rest. And that is definitely an area that I need to continue to work on, because I will find myself in a rhythm of spending too much time doing things because I have so much that I want to get done. And I need to remind myself that this anchor in the evening is so important, to be able to stop and release it, give it to God, pray as you release it to him, and ask for that peace, ask for that clarity so that you can get a good night rest, so that you can prepare for what's ahead. So as you continue through, we're mid-December, everything is coming to a head, everything is feeling full and busy. I invite you to take this time to establish these morning, midday, and evening rhythms. They don't have to be perfect. It's just something that you can invite the Lord in, and you will feel more peace. You will feel more clarity. Things will feel lighter, more simple, and you won't have a perfect December, but you will have one that's a little bit more free and clear and open for what God has to do and what he'd like to do in and through you. Now, I have plenty of resources that I can offer to you. I have a bundle that I put together that helps you maybe find your flow, have some ways to reflect back on the year and look forward to what you want to create in the upcoming year. There's a place for journaling, some of your Bible study, a weekly checklist and things like that. So all of that is in this great bundle that you can grab. So just put bundle in the comments or click the link in the show notes and you can grab that for yourself. And that's just a tool I put together. There's lots of other resources that I have, but that's something that I really wanted to make sure I provided for you. up through the month of December because I know how life can get crazy, and even implementing one of those rhythms, one of those light systems, one of those ways of structure that is going to work with you in your busy days, I know that it's going to help you. So just remember that God, He cares about your rhythm. He cares about your rest. He invites you to include Him in your day, in your walk. So He will walk you through it. He will walk with you through it. And so I want to encourage you to make this a priority so that you are grounding yourself in God, in His Word, and knowing that He's going to walk you through all of it. As you continue to enter into through this season, I really pray that this simple rhythm would be something that truly helps you just find that little bit more peace, a little bit more clarity as you step into the rest of December and as we head into a new year, that you will establish these rhythms even in the midst of the chaos. When you step in and do this, what a difference you will find. So friends, please remember that you are worthy and capable of living a full and flourishing life. Success isn't just possible, it's meant for you. Take care. Thank you for joining me on Flourish. I hope today's episode left you feeling inspired and equipped to take your next step with confidence. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd love for you to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a friend who needs this encouragement. Be sure to connect with me on Instagram at steph.book and join our Facebook community of faith-driven women who are ready to flourish. Make sure to check out the show notes for all the ways we can connect and continue this journey of growth together. My friends, remember, you are worthy and capable of living a full and flourishing life. Success isn't just possible, it's meant for you. Take care.